So it's like telling you about what you're actually going to learn today, right? What you're going to learn today. That's what we're going to talk about today. No, what you'll be learning all through the class. So if you look here, like when I was talking before, I was showing you something about the pro trader section here. So we have done a lot of classes recently, and like long classes for that matter, a lot of them. And I think we stopped October 20. We're just on a little break, right? And I also explained the people here on the beginner side are only for beginners, and the courses here are just for only them. So let's say you want to use this previous classes, you can download them and watch if you like, if you like. But the reason why I said you are having a new class for only you is because the past 1 week you're the only one that have joined yet. The other people are beginners that just joined recently. The other guys have also taught them for more than 2 months already. So here, the thing is this: we have topics that we're going to be covering, and I'll try my best to make the classes 2 times a week, or it depends because we have beginners, then the two pro traders and you. Okay, three pro traders and you. So it's like we have 3 different sections in a week. We have to teach the beginners, also teach the pro traders that came before you, and also teach you. So it depends on how the week goes. Sometimes it might be 2, sometimes it might be 1. So this week right now, the week is already off. It's going to be just 1 class, and it's going to be your orientation class where we teach you the basics of what you're going to learn. So if you look at this here, you will see we have, let me show you something. We have the topics here instead of this mentorship flyer. Now, these topics actually, what I even taught these guys is like more than what is here. So this is just like a little bit of what I'm going to teach you, but this is not all of them at all because it's even up to half. It's not up to half. What I taught them is like ×3 of what is here. But first of all, we're going to start with this Malaysian SNR. So you have to understand the type of levels I use in trading. So I use one type of confirmation entry to confirm trades, but I use different type of levels. So that is where you have to learn what a Malaysian SNR is, and support and resistance, and marking support and resistance, and marking fresh and unfresh levels. I don't know if you have a little background on these stuffs, or you don't have at all.
Yes, I have just a little bit idea
On
of
Malaysian
what
SNR.
support and resistance,
Okay, support and resistance. Okay.
and all of that
All right,
stuff
good.
like that. Not
Do you know anything about
very
storyline?
broad information like that.
Do you know anything about storyline?
No.
All right. But you know a bit about the.
Yes. From
All
your
right,
class.
good. All right. All right. Oh, that your headphone there. Jesus. It scatter my ear. All right, so that's just it. So there are more classes we are going to do because there's more classes under liquidity that we're going to also cover, but I didn't write that here. Now, if you also look at this, you will see my top 10 ultimate entry patterns. So there are other entry patterns that are used in trading that you might hear it once in a while. For example, the support and resistance continuation 1 and the support and resistance continuation 2, right? And we have QM, we have Quasimodo manipulation, Quasimodo continuation entries, and even for continuation entries too and reversal entries too, right? So we have this type of what Quasimodo entries. We're going to talk about them too, but I won't be like, let's that when I finish all these ones then, right? Before I started talking about this, so there are also type of patterns I use for trading. So yeah, and we're going to also go into deep on money management, explain how I use my risk management to stay in the game, because money management is very, very important. It's not just managing like the money, no, not only that, but on the technical aspect of it. We have to talk about it because there's a way you can escape losses. So it's under that talk of escaping losses, um, knowing how to hedge your trades to reduce your loss, stuff like that. They are under what money management and risk management. They are like highly under that. Yes, yeah, they are under that. Yeah. So psychology talks would be something that is like a every day after the class, you just see me. I'll just start talking about one or two stuff, how to improve your psychology as a trader. And the daily breakdown, we have already done this from the beginning when I started the classes the first time. I don't like doing that anymore again. Yeah, we're not really doing that. Niggas say I'm not really, like too serious. That's why I'm saying I need you to be very, very serious. If you're the only one that I have that, like, these niggas, I don't know, most of them are not Nigerians. That's the thing. So they just they have learned a lot, but they are also pros like me. They've learned a lot, but I wanted more from them. You get like daily, um, like posting their charts, trading, all the stuff. Then I feel like maybe they see you comfortable, you're 9 to 5, but these niggas are actually very good at what they are doing, though. But you know, maybe they are not the type that like to show their trades that much. Who knows? Yeah, but they're actually good at what they are doing, and they've learned, and they are doing well currently. So I want you to also do well and put your time into studying very, very, very well, because it's not just about making the money first. We focus on just making money and not learning how to make the money, bro. You just be stuck in the circle of drawing charts. You're just drawing chart and posting before and after only. Before and after, no beauty go feed you. That's the truth. I'm telling you for facts. Before and after, we don't feed you. You have to be able to have that confidence on your trades, on your entries. Take them without fear. Take losses. Take hold your trades to hit TP. Those type of stuff need a lot of what confidence. And how to build confidence is having the right edge and being disciplined when you follow your rules and regulations. All these things are very important, and the only way to get that is when you have a good trading strategy, right? Because that's the first step. That you're talking about having a strong psychology, blah blah blah. If you don't have a good strategy, I swear your psychology will be fucked up. So that's why you have to start from one first, which is what building a what an edge in the market. So what I want to help you is to build an edge, not just a strategy, because I'm one of those niggas that do not just learn one thing or have a mentor or whatever. No, I I build everything from scratch. Took different parts, and combined them to make form something. So I took parts from here, different parts from different traders, and just one thing that I believe, okay, this works for me. It works for me. That's what I said using. So I'm trying to teach you something. That doesn't mean that you should trade like me, but you have to find a way your own self again and figure it out and find what actually works for you, right? Yes. So for the first class, you're going to just talk about few stuffs. Like I said from the beginning, I said there's a lot of videos here. You can help yourself. I mean, MBs are big. I don't know. If you don't have data, you can just do night plans and download that. But not all of them, please. I will only tell you which one to download. Like right now, don't download any first. But this Malaysian basic, it will be nice. So download it because it's like the first topic we have here. Right, the first topic we have here. Yeah, but I'm going to teach you that like right now. So I have what's the time here? I'm going to like 50 minutes to do this. Let's see how fast I can go. This I'm going to go to church by 6 p.m. So before that time, I'm already done. Let's see how that goes. Now, first, let me look at the topic. Support and resistance level. Okay, let me just get a. We're doing more theory and practical. So let me just get definition of support and resistance. Do I even need to define that? But I just need to you don't remember it, but let me just remind you now how what the support and resistance is. Just use this first. Right. So what is support and resistance? Support and resistance is one of the most widely used concepts in technical analysis. Right. So these two concepts serve as the backbone of price action. So that's why we start from here, because the backbone of what price action and can help you identify potential entry and exit points. So friendly enough, everyone seems to have their own idea of how you should measure support and resistance, correct? Just like me, I have my own idea of how you should measure support and resistance, which we'll be going through soon. So here we have this market going up, so it's creating higher highs. So this is resistance and this is support. This is like that, This is resistance, this is support. So to look at the diagram above, as you can see, the zigzag pattern is making its way up a bull market, right? So when the price moves up and then pulls back, the highest point reached before it, before it pulled back is now resistance. Resistance level indicates where there will be a surplus of sellers, creating selling pressure that resists upward price movement. So when the price continue again, the lowest point reached before it started back is what now support. Support levels indicate where there will be a surplus of buyers, creating buying pressure that will support the price. In this way, resistance and support are continually formed as the price moves up and down over time. The reverse is true. The reverse is true during a downtrend. So I think that is just a simple explanation of what support and resistance is, right? Like the simplest you can ever think of. Yeah, that's just how it is. But what you just read now is just the tip of an iceberg. That more into this deeper, right? So yeah, where's the next? That's like the first explanation of that. We'll go into support and resistance levels, and yeah, then we talk about Malaysian support and resistance. What you just read now is just the normal stuff. We're talking about Malaysian support and resistance, right? It's not like just the name, just branding. It's not like it's one big difference, no. It's just branding, but it's kind of different from the way you know support and resistance. All right. Think, let me just use it. Where's trading view? Yeah, let me use this. Now, the reason why I said you have to download this video here is because what I will say here might not be the same with what I'm going to say here. I'm telling you the truth. Yeah, it might be different, like big different, right? Not like too big, a little bit different. Some things might be cut down here a little bit, but maybe here might be the full space or here might be any of them. So you have to either, as you finish with this one, download this one at night and watch this 1 hour 33. I don't know how fast you can pass forward some, but anyway you don't understand, you can just watch this 1 hour 36 minutes video. And if you have any question from this, then you can ask me, right? Yes. So like they are the first people that I started the course with. So yeah, they have the first video. Yeah, so the new guys are going to definitely watch this one as I also teach them. There's no way I'll just teach you everything brand new and you forget about the beginning of the course. Yes. All right. So yeah, we're talking about how to mark a support and resistance level. Now, the normal way to mark a support and resistance level that you know is this. Let me load up this chart. Is this. We have these two rectangular lines. and this is a resistance, and this is support. Now, this is how the normal support and resistance line or marking is, right? Now, there is more to just this box of a thing, because these things that you see like this, let me show you. This thing that you see like this happening on the higher time frame, right? Or let's say the lower time frame, mostly it's on the lower time frame. On the higher time frame, this is just a single candle or just two candles that have an open and close. What you see here at the support and resistance level is just two candles on the higher time frame. On the let's say this is the 4 hours time frame, and this is the 15 minutes, right? On the 4 hours is two candles. On the 15 minutes, it is a support and resistance break and retest zone. Now, the reason why I'll say the word every strategy works is because of this. Everybody refine it the way they understand, but the truth is they all look alike, right? They all look alike. Now, if I mark this open and close, which is this candle open and this candle close here as a level, you ask me, why did I use this level, right? Why did I just draw a line like this? But if you look at this like this, and the market pulls back to this and buy, and the market pull back to this and buy, what do you see? You will discover that it is the same thing that the market just did here, right? So therefore, this is where we now move into how to draw Malaysian what SNR levels, how to mark out for Malaysian SNR levels. So Malaysian SNR has made support and resistance a bit easier to spot and to market and reduce a lot of boxes everywhere. So we just use precision lines, just lines, we mark this psychological level with just lines, right? Now, let me just use this material, and let me see if I see anything that I want to use here to explain anything to you. All right, I think this is okay. Now look at this. So there are types of SNR. We have the classic, and we have the open and close or kissing candle or DMB. We're going to talk about that. We're going to talk about the classic SNR. So the one I use most is the classic SNR. And so the one I just discussed right now, I just showed you right now. Right now, it's called open and close, bro. I'm going to explain that deeper for you. Now, so the classic what support and resistance. One, change the chart to line charts. Look for sharp A and V line movement. Now, uh, this particular level is formed when two candles, which is the red or the bullish or the bearish candle, for example, if it is a resistance, we need a bullish and a bearish candle, two candles that forms a rejection and closes, one have to close below. So it forms a sharp A shape. That is for resistance. And for support, it forms a V shape. So we also need two candles closing, right? Two candles closing the wicks like this. We have formed a level, a psychological level, right? Now, what they mean by A and V shape, if you look at the candlesticks, if you look at the candlestick here, I hope you're hearing me. You have to pay attention right now.
Oh, yes, I know.
All right. Now look at this. Wait though. Let me check chat, I beg. I was not looking at the chat. Let me just check something. Coming, please. Let me check gold. What is happening right now? You're getting to somewhere. Tomorrow you're gonna be hot again. Looks like something is about to push up again. I'll have another 500 pips tomorrow. Maybe. Let's see how tomorrow goes. See this chart again. Tomorrow morning I'll check this. It's ready to cook. 1 hour. Oh shit, that is booking super. I think maybe I'll wait this night and check this guy. Go back here. My SL, how many tips on this? Although I want to use confirmation, but let me see how many SL. Okay. It looks like gold have increased the pip counts because it's getting bigger when in my SL right now. Why is it 60 pips? This small movement here. Gold pip count have increased. Like, I don't know if you have heard me talk about pip count those days. Sometimes the volatility and everything just expand more. Normally this is supposed to be like 30 pip SL, but right now I can see it's 50, 60 pips, which is not good. So it's something like this, we don't want to risk that kind much. I have to wait for the market to pull back and show me signs like the 10 and 5 minutes confirmation and I buy. Alright, so I have set alerts here with trading view. Set alert on that. That looks good actually. Alright, let me just back to business, right? Now, an A and V, for example, we have this one as number 1. This one. This is a resistance. This is an A. This is a support. Right? This is a resistance, this is a support. So this is a V, this is an A level. So these are resistance and support level. Right? Yes. So these are type of SNR. That's the first type, classic SNR. So if you check, you see that it's two candles from 2 candles. So where you mark is the candle closure, first and second candle closure. You drag a horizontal line across. Get? Drag a horizontal line across it. Let me use this one instead. Drag, you just drag like this, mark on top, you drag it on back like this. So this is a level, a psychological level there. Then look at this one, 2 candles, right? You see it? Bearish and bullish. This one is for support. You can see the reject zone there. So if you see, you mark it like this. So if you cannot get it, you use the line chart to mark the top here, the tip. You see, mark the tip. And that is if you cannot, like, for example, you just make a mistake to mark it here. See, yeah. So you use the line chart to figure out where it is. So this is classic SNR. So let's look at this one here. Look at this guy here. There's also one here. See them, these are all support, resistance level. Yes, then yeah, those are resistance level, right? And these ones are supports. See how the market broke through that. These are also support level. All right, you see that, right? Is that and the market still, you see the market tapping through them, market using them for sales, like that. So these are type of what levels in the Malaysian external world, right? Yes. So let's move to the next one. We have the open and close. Now this one is it requires 2 candles of the same color. This one have different. This one need 2 candles of different colors to close. This one have 2 candles of different colors to close. Right? You see them the closure here, and we expect the market to pull back and tap and buy, or pull back and tap and sell. Now, understand something. Not because I talk about these zones, you don't just use them or mark them anywhere. Not at all. Like you don't mark it anywhere. That's why you see me starting from the higher time frame to mark an SRR level. Then I will keep refining to the lower time frame. Now, this is an open and close level. Also a very popular one here that we use. Now look at this. Open and close, you can see. Requires how many candles there? 2 candles, same color. The closure, the open and close is this close and the open of this bullish candle. The close of the bullish candle, open of the bullish candle. So you drag, use your horizontal chart, pick this open, the close, drag it across. That's it. Then you expect market to pull back to that zone or psychological level and you buy from it. It's confirmation, right? So I just then this one here the same. Now look at this. Example of that is gold. Let me use an example. There are a lot of examples, like so many of them. That's why I say there are so many zones in the charts every day. But the truth is, which one is correct? That's where it gets difficult, right? Yeah, but you get to know how to pick the right one and how to confirm the right one. Let me just mark this. I'm looking for someone that the one that market used recently. This is the higher time frame though, but let me show you. This is an open and close. You can see two different candles, bearish, two different bearish candle closure. See that? See that? Are you seeing that? This one. So yeah, that will be one of your assignments today. You identify it. We identify 50 open and close levels on gold. I know, sorry, 50 is too much, I beg. Let's say like 10. You have to train your eyes. That's what I'm trying to do right now. So you look at this, open and close levels. You see them. So you're going to identify the ones that market used, 10 of it, meaning the one that market tapped in and buys. And buy, you find it on the chart on the lower time frame, like the 5 minutes, 15 minutes. But when we get to that, know how to find them. So look at this. These are open and close word levels. Okay? Yeah, these are open and close word levels. And they are type of psychological level. Like I said, instead of this candlestick here, let me show you. This candlestick you see here, you check the lower time frame. That's too far. I don't have that time. We're singing this horrible sound. All right, let me go to 15 minutes now. Let me show you what I mean by it. Now you can see instead of this stuff you're seeing here now, what do you see? You have low, high, lower low, lower high, lower low. Are you seeing that? Are you seeing support and resistance there for me?
Sir.
You see that, right? See? Boom, tapping, sell. So what you're seeing on the higher time frame, on the lower time frame is just normal support and resistance levels that the market formed. Yeah, that's exactly what is on the lower time frame. So don't get it confused. Don't get it confused, sorry. This is how the market works. But on the higher time frame part, you see it better, or it forms open and close better on the higher time frame. That's why we start on the daily 4 hours to analyze. Then we go down on the 15 minutes to now start refining the zone. Maybe from here we'll move it to the other block instead, or we'll move to the highest one here. Are you seeing that? Exactly. So let's go to, I believe you understand this open and close and classic SNR level stuff.
Yes, sir.
All right. So as far as that, okay. These are the two examples here. So this same stuff here can be used as a like break and retest. For example, let's look at this example here. Let's go to the 1 hour time frame on gold. There'll be a lot of examples in the market. I love examples because the fastest way to learn something is by examples. Bro, stop! Why are you scratching my door? Go away, please. Jade. Oh boy, these children say. So look at this right now. 4 hour. Let's use 4 hour. What's now? I want to explain something. What was that? Okay. Break and retest. All right. Now, support and resistance zones, which are classic SNR, can also be used as like break and retest zones. For example, we have, I need something like maybe the 15 minutes, something like that. Break and retest. It's something like a break and retest zone there. Find me a break and retest, break and retest, break and retest, break and retest. All right. I think this one makes sense. Now look at this now. This is a support and resistance zone. It's a what? V level, right? You see, it's a level, which is the resistance. So the market was supposed to use here to sell. And if you can see, if you watch it clearly, you can see that okay, the market has mitigated the other block here. Then tap into the zone, then we have a rejection and we sold. Right? Now this sell did something. It completed something called storyline. We are going to get there. Storyline is a very, very important topic that you need to learn. Like every trader needs to understand storyline. We are going to get there. Just take it easy with me. We'll get there. This one is the first step, but you have to understand here before storyline. Now the market sold good. After selling, we broke above a zone. On the class, we're going to talk about fresh and unfresh. We'll get to that. Now, like right now. So the market tapped into the zone, a fresh zone. We tapped into it and we sold down, then we broke it. At this point, breaking this zone has turned this zone to fresh. Fresh in what way? Fresh in the support way, not the resistance way anymore. Right? Meaning the market can come back here and use this zone again for what? For what? Buys. Now combining it with other conferences. Conferences like what? Fair value gap, order blocks, or engulfing zones. I isn't exactly. So you can see how the market came back here. Boom, buy to the upside. Right. So if you understand SNR, then understanding fair value gap or other blocks will be nothing. I believe so. So you can see how the market broke the zone, pulls back and buys. Now that is just a normal break and retest type of stuff, right? So here, this is an example of a classic support and resistance. Open and close levels, we can have them here. Like I said, I'm going to give you classwork on this. You can see here we marked this one's here. Market already rejecting them. You can see the market tapping into these levels here. So I'm going to give you a class as an assignment. You're going to find 10 of these on code chart and mark the ones that the market like rejected, open and close levels, the market rejected, and also classic SNR levels. All right, so we have breakout plus RBS. I think I just discussed about this right now. Okay, I think that's all I want to talk about from this. We have done where did we even do? Just introduction. I'm marking SNR. Okay, I'll talk about type of it. Classic and open and close are the ones that are very, very popular. Then we have the break and retest zones. So this one is a field resistance level. The market can use it again, or a field support. The market can use it again. These are type of support and resistance level that you should know. When it comes to fresh and unfresh, how do you figure out this out? Fresh and unfresh SNR, right? How do you figure out a fresh and unfresh SNR? Now look at this. Simple. The word on fresh and unfresh is just another word for saying what mitigated and unmitigated. Just forget the English that you're adding up every time. It's just saying if a zone is not mitigated, it's fresh. If a zone is mitigated, that is unfresh. Now, how do you trade this? Now, zone is fresh until touched. If zone with a wick, it is unfresh. Once broken with a body, it becomes fresh again. I just say that like right now. Once the market breaks a zone with a body, it becomes fresh again. Fresh again for if it breaks a support, it's fresh again for resistance. If it breaks a resistance, it's fresh again for a support buy. Now, and an unfresh zone can be used twice, or fresh zone can be used twice. Yes, that's good, but the truth is this is very correct. But I want to also make you understand that if a zone, like for example, this one is mitigated once and sells, and market comes back here to sell again a bit, put it in your back of your mind that that second sell is called liquidity engineering. Why? Because the market has moved the money from that zone, meaning the money here has moved from here and completed the transaction here. The money has been moved. So coming here again to mitigate, it's just to do one thing: build more liquidity. What before breaking above? So the second touch is not always high probability. That's what I'm trying to tell you. always use a first zone that I just tapped once. You get? Just use one that's tapped once. It's safer than using the ones that the market, like say using the one that the market have tapped before and you want to use it again. Example, let me show you example of that. I don't know if I have example of that recently, but this is a 15-minute zone. Which one? Which one? I don't really have, because the market is just buying these days. No time. Oh, okay. I have a very nice one here, like very sweet. Look at this guy here. But look at this guy right now. Oh, not accurate. Now the market tapped into this zone once, twice. What happened? Boom, break above it, right? Yeah, that's exactly how. It does not mean that the second one will not work. It will play out, but it should not be used as a swing trade or used as a point for reversal. No, the market will definitely break it soon. And this is a better example. I've not seen where market tap into a zone twice and no, it's not even possible. It will only tap this one. Yes, you tap this one instead. You tap this one instead, not going above it too. So yeah, that's one of the examples there. Then look at this guy here. Look at this one. You see, the market mitigated the zone. One, two, two times. Even going above this first guy there. But it did, it sold. It's not like it's not going to sell. But have it at the back of your mind that what is happening right here is called liquidity engineering. And the market will always want to take you out. So use fresh zones only. That's what I'm trying to preach. All right. So here, if a daily gap level gives sharp reaction before it, can be used again. In this case, don't use the 2 times only rule. Okay. Now, no, I'm not talking about storyline today. That is just fresh and fresh. Let me see the next here. It's a simple concept. Just in on mitigated zone should be um a mitigated zone is on fresh, while an unmitigated zone is fresh, right? Now, let's talk about validation of support and resistance and how to spot support and resistance. You don't mind me that I'm very, very fast though. This is why they teach you like this now. You never even go like it's like deeper of what this is all like this little part of it. I'm just sprinkling some salt. There is more things into all these things that you're learning, but I have to make you understand these ones first before we go into some deeper stuff on how to use these things on what reality, how to use it on the chart. So, but let's see how to validate an SNR level and how to spot a high probability support and resistance level. This topic is a bit long, but let's see how we can go through it. So let's talk about how to actually spot it and how to validate the support and resistance level. Now, that is under how to use this um how to use it for what entries, right? All right, I don't think I even need any of this stuff. I don't. Let me see the last slide here. I don't. I don't need. I need trading view only. All right. So now let's see, how do you spot and validate it? Now I've showed you how to spot them by showing you how to mark levels. Validation is like confirmation, right? But the best way to start marking a support and resistance level or a Malaysian SNR level is starting from a higher time frame, like the daily. So let's say we want to analyze a week, particular week, start from the daily time frame. Ah, God, this one is too much. You need something that is previous. some previous stuff. I like this one. So if you look at this, is a Friday morning, Friday night, and you want to analyze your trade for the new week. How do you spot an SR level? Now note, remember this. Support and resistance, Malaysian support and resistance level is under my type of levels, meaning this is like the first type of levels I use when marking the chart. If you're watching the free live stream I do, see that whenever I want to analyze the market from the higher time frame, what is marking first is lines, and these are what support and resistance level. Then I now refine lower and start applying stuff like what engulfings, which can still be called an order block, or I start looking at what fair value gaps. Get me? Yes. Now, on the higher time frame, you can see one of the first thing you see the two candles. Now, the first thing that comes to your mind is open and close, right? Two candles, same color. So you grab your horizontal line, sorry, and mark it across. That's just it. Now, if you also check, you see that okay, the market did not also tap into this level here. Now we have two candles forming what they call the A, which is the resistance level. You mark it like this. Mark it. Nice and just mark it there. Now you don't just start taking sell here, no. But this is a way to mark the oscillator level from the higher time frame. And then you can now go to the lower time frame, which is the next time frame, which is the 4 hour time frame, and start refining. Now this is where I now start combining other stuff. Stuff like, I believe you know what fair value gap is now. I don't have to start teaching what fair value gap is if you're not a beginner. So fair value gap
Yes,
is simple
yes.
stuff that everybody knows. Exactly. So now that's where I start combining things. Now the first thing you will notice from the first chart I marked here, right, is this is giving, no, it's not in my room, sorry. Check the other place. Look at this. This is giving what? Break and retest vibe, right? Like it's a broken resistance zone, right? And you're expecting the market to pull back. You see? It's looking nice. At first, you look at it on the daily, it's not looking like anything that even look like something that makes sense. No. But on the 4 hours time frame, it's now making sense. Like that. You're expecting the market to pull back. And if you look closely, you will see two candle here. You see this ICT fair value gap forming inside of it. Now that's where conferences start meeting themselves. You see that ICT fair value gap forming inside of it, and that gives you more confidence on the zone. That does not mean that the zone is 100% no, but it just gives you that confidence that when market gets to the zone, you're expecting a reaction to start buying. You get? Now look at this. We have marked this one. We are done. We don't need to refine this. It's just perfect where it is. Normally we normally refine, but this is a perfect zone where it is. Man, we can refine now on the 1 hour. Now look at this. Now, do we need to refine this one here on the 4 hours on the daily time frame? It is a what? A level. On the 4 hours, what is it? Not an A level. It's what? Something else. Look at it. I don't think you should know QM, but this is a different type of level on this one. So it is like a crossing above is showing you that this is an A level that crossed the market broke above, then broke below it. Meaning the market used the zone, tap into the zone, tap into the zone there, go to the upside, then broke below it. What happens when market breaks below? It turns to what? Fresh back. And it turns support to what? Resistance. Are you seeing that? See the way everything's aligning back again from now. How do you refine the 4 hours? You check for the nearest 4 hour zone that you have. Now, since we have on the daily, we have open and close like this one, then we have A level, that is this one here. In 4 hours now, we can see that we have this guy here. What is this called? Open and close. You mark it across. And what do you now do? You start looking for what? Confirmation entries. But we are not yet into confirmation entries. I don't like to jump things. I don't like to make step by step. So first of all, is how to mark the zones first. So the first step is starting from the higher time frame, right? You have good level. If you watch very, very well, most of my levels they play out like most of the time, like even 80% of the time. Like I don't even know how, because normal level is something that you don't supposed to put high hopes on. But I just discovered that most of my levels I sent to you guys actually play out almost all the time. Almost all the time. But the reason behind that is because I start on a higher time frame to the lower. Right? So the probability of them holding becomes higher than those your lower time frame trades that the lower time frame zones you use. Get exactly. So yeah, so these are how to mark the zones. You can go to the 1 hour as your last refinement level, time frame. Sorry, because the reason why 1 hour is your last refinement level, or sorry, time frame is because the other time frames are for entries and they are smaller. The probability will reduce too much if you go too low. But the only reason why we can refine lower again is because of maybe stop losses. But 1 hour is enough for refinement. If you check this now, what is your 1 hour refinement? You can refine this from where it is right now. You can see where it is right now. You move it to the closest level you can see. Now, the closest level can never be this. This is not close. The closest level is this one. I seen that. Is this one. Now, you mark this one separately. Normally, I differentiate colors so I will know the ones that is refined. But I don't do that anymore. There's no time for anything like that. So look at this. You mark this one, you also mark this one. There are two different zones and they are also valid, right? They are also valid. Now, this one now, you can leave this one the way it is, or you use this guy instead, which is this extreme level here. Or you refine, you move this guy from here to here. No, that is too much. That's not how to refine. You draw a new line for the 1 hour, which is this extreme zone here. So you see, you have so many zones now. But what makes it better, or what helps you here is what confirmation entries. Confirmation entries. What helps you here? So this is how to mark your levels. You see the way I step on the higher time frame to the lower time frame. Yeah, exactly. So that's how you do this. You can do it every day. Like when it comes on the chart on every day, you start on the 4 hours, mark a 4 hour level, like closest 4 hour level you can see. For example, this one now you can see I'm marking closest 4 hour level I can see. There's no one apart from this one down. So yeah, those are the what closest what 4 hour level you can see. But you refine from the daily to the 4 hours. It depends because for example, let's say we have just this, we traded like this candle yesterday. Where's the next daily level? You can start looking at this one here first before any other one below. Exactly right. Let me play the chart and see how the market reacted if you did. And okay, now we have that daily level right for that day, which is like, oh sorry, this is 4 hours level instead for that day, which is like Friday 4 hour closure. So you can like, okay, go to the 1 hour, refine it from here to this what extreme here. Now you play price. Let me see what happened here. Lord of G, okay. So okay, what was the time here? Okay. Sorry. This is not even the right time to trade. That was when? That was 11 p.m. in the night. All right. So the market went straight to what? This other zone here, which is the extreme zone there we had. And what did he start doing? He said, "Or buying," but we can't take the trade because it was late at night. But it's an example of how the market actually works, and see how it went lower and went lower, right? Went lower, rejected the zone, rejected, and what did he do next? Let me see what next. Okay, and started buying. Okay, for the new Monday. All right, so you can see the market right rejected and then started buying for the new what for Monday morning, right? So Monday morning you have a new analysis in your mind. The new analysis now is to start looking for levels. You start on the 4 hours time frame since it's a new day. Sorry, let me remove this candle. The 4 hours time since it's a new day. So the first thing you can discover is the other block here. Then you can also see this candle, which is what? This is what is this called? Open and close on the left hand side. Now you can see the market was supposed to be for buys and it broke through. What is it called? It's now called a fresh what? From a support to what? A fresh what? Resistance. All right, so you expect the market to come there, tap in, and then and then was sell to the what? The downside, right? Just did that boom to the downside there. Yeah. So this is actually how you actually trade support and resistance zones. All right. Now, I think I've discussed about how to spot. The validation part should actually be under entries and confirmations, because validating, the first part of validating is rejection, right? But the other part, which is engulfing, I can't just start teaching you that right now. First part of validating a level that you marked is mostly rejection and engulfing. Yeah, rejection and engulfing. Right? There are different type of confirmation entries you look at for in the market. So here, that's just it. Validation will be on another class, right? Well, time has gone on, right? I think that is all I have under this topic, right? I might say almost everything, I might not say everything. That's why I said if you have the chance, you can just go ahead, watch this one. Watch this one again. Because I know it might be the same thing I say, but I know there are more inside of this. Because that time, before I even coming on the chart, I think I was even studying about it. It was still new to me. Right now, I've kind of left so many stuff, but I have to start from where I started from. I can't jump to what I know 100% and no, like what I'm doing currently to 100%. I have to start from where I started from to teach you, so that when I'm marking lines, it will not confuse you. You understand where I'm coming from. So the Malaysian SNR level are levels that are used for us whenever I'm marking the line before we go into um, stuff like engulfing levels, ICT, fair value gaps, and blah 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 like that. Right? So yes. So our next class will be on storyline. It's a long class. You can see here it has part. This is part one of it here, and this was a part two. Right? I mean the classes were very long. I don't know how I stayed that long. Let me see how many long I've stayed. How long I've stayed here? 52. I won't be staying up to 1 hour 22 minutes anymore these days. It's too long actually. I don't know what I normally say or what I will be talking for 1 hour 37 minutes. I don't know. But it's as simple as anything to understand this stuff. It depends on everybody's understanding, the way they understand stuff. These niggas here, I don't know what happened that they didn't understand early enough. So the storyline, I'll try my best to make it a bit easier to understand. It's a very simple stuff, but it's going to be part one and two. Meaning it's going to be the theoretical aspect of it. Then we're going to go deep into technicals and do more examples on how to trade storyline. Because, bro, the market you're looking at today, storyline is involved in it very well. If you see me swinging trades or anything, storyline is making me swing trades. If you see me holding my cells to this point, I just showed you right now when I started the live stream, this point, this is too much. To this point, where is it now? Did I delete it? Okay, to this point, I have my reason because this is what weekly storyline playing out here, and the next level obstacle to stop the weekly is the weekly level. Meaning because the market starts selling like this, nothing in this life can stop the market unless a time frame that have the same ranking, time frame ranking, the same ranking. That's where storyline comes in. A daily level can only stop a daily level. A 4-hour level cannot stop a moving daily storyline. Meaning, if a daily storyline starts, nothing can stop price, right? Nothing can stop price until it gets to another daily level. This is a weekly storyline, and it didn't stop on any of these daily levels you see here. I see some of you trying to sell. You're wasting your time. The only place you're going to stop is around this level right now, from this big stuff here, from here to this low. You're going to find anywhere. Definitely, you might go lower. But you see this one I'm marking here. Market must make a move. At least 300, 500 pips must come out from here. It's like 100%. I don't need to. You don't need you don't need anybody to tell you that one. It's just there. This is going to make some movement at least, and it might even be a reversal. Who knows? Because if it does enough information, for example, showing a daily engulfing like this, bro, it means a new weekly storyline has started, and nothing can stop price again until it gets to levels like this. Let me show you levels like you're gonna stop it. Levels like this until it gets here. It means if market start buying from here, right? So it gets to maybe lower, and start buying from, nothing can stop it until it gets here. That's the power of storyline. It means you're going to buy until you get what? To that high. See that? So imagine I saw confirmation now. Lord of Jesus. This is happening right now. This is not the time now. Don't allow me first. Now teach finish. 6 minutes to close this calendar right now. 6 minutes, 6 minutes. I'm watching that. Watching that. Watching. Golfing. Alright. So that's one thing about storyline. I'm just trying to hype you on how the topic is going to be. It's going to be very, very interesting. And I'll try my best to make sure you understand it properly. But with what I've explained now from on about support and resistance, Malaysian SNR levels, I hope you have a little understanding of how to mark these zones, or even how to trade them.
Yes, sir.
All right. I don't know if you have any question, like anything that you didn't get when I was explaining the Malaysian support and resistance zones.
Right now, I still understand a bit of everything you said, but after watching the video again, I might have a question, if any.
Okay. All right. I don't think you even need to rewatch this video. Go and watch the other one. Don't waste your data downloading this one. Go and watch the other one first. Maybe you have a question from that side. Maybe. Who knows? I don't know. Yeah. So if you have no question, definitely I've explained everything the way it's supposed to be. We're going to end here. Right? It's step by step. Make sure I complete all the classes. And like I said, if you show me that you're serious, I will take you serious. Facts. There's some people here who paid for mentorship and not still attend classes. Like there are people who are like that. Like me, they beg them to come learn. There are people who, like, even I mean, they pay a lot of money, but they don't want to learn. So you don't be like that. Don't be like that. I mean, you begged me for this, so be there and make sure you're always ready to like learn one or two things. And make sure you're always on the chart trying to practice what you have learned. I don't be like those niggas that just learn and forget about it. Because trading is, I mean, you stop trading for like 1, 2, 3 weeks, you might just wipe away a little bit for your memory. You have to come back again, you know. So you have to also what, make your own research on your own self. Like I said, what I'm trying to do is help you build an edge. There's a lot that has to come when it comes to building edge. Guys, it took me 2 fucking years. And it's difficult more because you don't have anybody to teach you. There's no mentor. But that does not make me start giving that does not make me start giving any excuse, or I still put in the work. Right now I'm here to teach you, meaning you're not going to repeat my mistakes. You're going to the mistake is going to be reduced. That's it. Everybody I've learned from, I learn from their mistakes and reduce my own mistake. The reason why I studied learn trading to an extent is because maybe I don't want to lose a lot of money. There's nobody giving me this kind of stuff. Like, I don't want to just lose money. I was looking for the holy grail. You get? I didn't get it, but I think I later realized that holy grail is just the mindset of the person trading. It's not about the trading strategy or whatever. That's why I studied every strategy in this forex industry. Everything. I went around everything, like every fucking thing. And I didn't see the holy grail at all. Right? So as a human, you have to be able to oh yes that all right. You have to be able to what learn how to upgrade yourself when it comes to trading knowledge, because the algorithm keeps updating, so you have to keep upgrading yourself. But you don't need to do 100 things. You have to do like one thing. If you watch, I have different entry levels, but same entry model. That's something. That's what it means, right? To have different entry pattern, but same no entry level. Sorry, and same entry what model or pattern. Yes. So there's something it means, because not everybody can get that. They might have different type of strategy they are trading. I'm trading one thing, which is does not have a name. It's just what works for me. So in this mentorship, I'm going to help you to find what works for you. Meaning, I'll help you, but you're also going to help yourself one way or the other. You have to help yourself one way or the other. Yes, you have to help yourself. If you take seriously, then I will take it serious. That's the truth. And we might even be taking trades together. Nigga say we did taking trades together, but bro, imagine me also having to beg people to come online, let's trade together. I don't know why you are lazy. Maybe the money is too much on your hand side. I don't know, but if you start understanding what I teach you, you can start taking trade life together. And I mean, it will be like the signal, but it might be something that might be forever till maybe I stop trading anytime, or when I teach you how to trade on your own and you start trading on your own like that. So just like that, but I'm going to help you by also teaching you life, because if you to build your psychology, you need to execute more trades live, right? So for now, just focus your mind on learning process. If you have any 9 to 5 that you're doing, just focus on your 9 to 5. I don't know if you have any 9 to 5, but if you have any, you do your 9 to 5 and you also be learning. Take out time to also learn and do your 9 to 5 stuff, saving up money to the time you're ready to fund account. Don't fund account now, right? So yeah, so this is my little like I said, I always do talk about a little bit of psychology or motivational talks at the end of the section. Just little one I will tell you right now. Put in your effort and then learn. Since you don't have um money, but you have time, right? You have time, money, currency, time, currency, your choice. Is it that you pay the sacrifice by donating your money to the markets, or you pay with your time? That does not mean that you not take loss, but you have to pay with one. So most of the guys that I know, they pay with their money mostly, and they just keep paying with their money because they don't want to learn the main deal there. They don't want to learn. They just want to just keep funding, blow, fund again, blow. They complain to me. I even give them free classes. Come and learn. I'll teach you for free. And I mean, they still beg them. Like, I don't even know what is wrong with human beings these days. I beg people to come and learn. Although that was like last year, though, but I'm just saying that I don't know why people don't want to learn how to fish, but they just want to fish only. I think that's where that phrase in forest, I mean, that is where I see people, they don't want to learn, but they want the fish. They just want the fish only. They don't want to learn how to catch that fish. Right? So it's better you catch the fish because learn how to catch the fish because it's unlimited, bro. It's one is unlimited. You have when you have the skill, bro, there is no limit to how much you're going to make in the market. There's no limit. The person you're seeing here, I trained myself in school. Like nobody has helped me from year one to year four. I just did everything through forest, like through forest, bro. Every single shit through forest, right? So it takes a lot of psychology to do that because you know one even lose shit yourself. You know if you blow out, and I don't even know that the only account I blew in my life is the reef. I'm not trying to make it look as if I'm the best noble, bro. Telling you that the only account I blew is the reef, $100, and I blew it in one day. The reef VX75. That's the only account I blew. I've not blown a forex account before. I've not also okay, I've only failed one problem, and that fail was that I fail. I don't think I even blew the profit. Nope. Whether I stopped trading it or what. That was the only way. But I'm not trading it profit anymore. I'm not bragging. I'm just telling you how that kind of level I've gotten to because of I spent my time trying to learn how to be a better trader. Right? So you have to spend your time like that. You have to sacrifice it. It's not going to be easy journey, but you have to sacrifice this time and learn. And I'm also sacrificing my own time by teaching you. Yes, that's the truth. It's all sacrifices. I'm teaching you, I'm also learning more. Yeah, that's the truth. To learn together. But let's see how it's gonna go. Right? Let's see how it's gonna go before December, January, see how it's going to be. Right? There's a lot of plan for January, and let's see how it's gonna be for this for next year. Alright, let's say it's gonna be for next year for every trader in this channel. Yeah. So see you next week. Bye bye.
Thank you very much, sir. I really
Yeah.
appreciate you, sir.
Yeah.